Welcome to Rule Your Hormones. This is Lynn Altieri Mead. I am a functional diagnostic nutrition practitioner and trained by Dr. Sarah Gottfried, Harvard-trained gynecologist. Welcome to Rule Your Hormones. Today we're going to talk about which hormones are responsible for your fatigue. So do you struggle to get out of bed in the morning or have a difficult time getting started? Is the thought of removing coffee from your daily routine frightening? Do you feel exhausted around 2 or 3 in the afternoon? So much so that sugar or coffee is your go-to? Or crash before dinner, finding yourself irritable or wanting to just be by yourself? The number one complaint by women is lack of energy. So you're not alone. Yes, being tired often or all of the time is common, but it certainly isn't normal. Even though other professionals may tell you that nothing is wrong with you, you're trying to still get from one task to another. It is not your fault. It is your hormones. So let's talk about hormones. Hormones are the communicators of the endocrine system. Some examples are thyroid hormones, stress hormones, sex hormones, eating hormones, metabolic hormones. Hormones have receptors, kind of like ears, that when talked to choose to either receive the information or not. Over time, or after lifestyle choices, internal or external stressors or both can result in selective listening by these receptors. In other words, the receptors choose to respond or receive less. As a result, the hormones begin to overextend themselves, sort of like shouting out, "Listen to me," to get the attention of the receptors, sometimes with little success. You see, the body adapts and compensates over time. It doesn't just quit after one system doesn't function optimally. And thank goodness for all of us, otherwise we'd drop dead. Instead, the body takes detours, oftentimes at the expense of other systems, resulting in malfunctions and ultimately symptoms. One, two, or multiple hormones may become out of balance, resulting in symptoms such as fatigue, exhaustion. This is why I offer the Rule Your Hormones quiz to help you identify which hormones are creating these malfunctions or chaos within the body that are responsible for your morning, daytime, and/or nighttime fatigue. I would encourage you to take this quiz. It's free by registering your email address. You'll have total access to the quiz and its results and the Hormone Recovery Starter Kit in both ebook and audio formats. What you may learn is what hormones are creating chaos within your body. For example, cortisol is the main steroid hormone in our body that is released in short-term levels of stress. Now, imagine encountering a bear. Your pupils would dilate, breathing would become heavy, heart would pump, and blood would flow. These feelings result from the workings of cortisol. Cortisol stimulates our blood sugar for glucose to get the brain ASAP and immediately raises our blood pressure and our blood sugar so that we can respond to that stress, whether it's to run, stand tall, or hide. When the bear leaves, you feel relaxed and the body rests. However, when the body's in a state of chronic stress, this is long-term or ongoing, the body is designed to help us manage the stress without us even asking it to do so. Stressors such as toxins, digestive issues, inadequate sleep, chronic infections, unique dietary needs, and blood sugar imbalances can create a chronic state of stress. In a chronic state of stress, our stress hormone cortisol runs high all of the time. This is that wired feeling, allowing us to complete dozens of tasks in a given day. Now you may think this is good, right? Unfortunately, high cortisol means that you're burning the candle way too fast. High cortisol can also create highs and lows throughout your day and well into the night, oftentimes when you don't want to be high, like nighttime, and don't want to be low, like daytime. We refer to this period as adrenal fatigue stage 1 of 3 stages. Now, another possible root cause for exhaustion is low cortisol. So low cortisol happens after the body has spent quite a bit of time in high cortisol. Extensive chronic stress can result in poor cortisol receptors. Even though the brain is shouting stress all day long, the adrenals cannot respond like they used to. And when the stress response can't do what it needs to do, we feel exhausted. It's okay. There are loads of healing opportunities in these scenarios. Now, the third hormone worth exploring is the thyroid. Our thyroid is responsible for converting fat into energy. Low thyroid makes it extremely difficult to manage this function. This is another reason why we may be experiencing low energy. Our thyroid can't do what it's intended to do. I must mention that high cortisol can create low thyroid because the same brain that tells our stress response what to do also instructs the thyroid. Now, other professionals may tell you that you don't have hormone problems, even though your symptoms remain. Please take the Rule Your Hormones quiz, which is designed to identify your hormonal imbalances based on your symptoms. You'll also receive, like I mentioned, the Hormone Recovery Starter Kit that will help you explore further which hormones are causing your symptoms. All you need to do is enter your email address and begin.